To me, being a caregiver means putting your own needs aside when someone you love is in greater need.
Christine and Tom have 3 children. They have Paul, Joe, and Caroline.
Our son Joe had been ill for almost a year prior to his diagnosis of cancer. I traveled to Washington and met Joe at the hospital to find out 2 days later that he had Hodgkin's lymphoma. To some degree, it was almost a relief in the sense that he had been ill for a very long time, fatigued, not himself, horrible skin condition. And so my husband and I felt that this was finally an answer as to what had plagued him for so long. And we believed very firmly that it was highly curable. I've kind of got nursing 101 training. I've learned how to manage access and de-access of his port where he receives chemotherapy, giving him shots in order to stimulate white blood cells, understanding all the side effects of many different types of medication and administering medication, making sure our home is a sterile environment, making sure that people that come in and out of our home are aware that his immunity is suppressed.
Joe was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma last spring. They battled it all summer long. He went into remission. They got, really good news, very exciting. And then 6 months later, it's back.
So what we thought we were looking at in the rear view mirror was now all of a sudden in front of us again. And his prognosis is not as positive as his first diagnosis.
She's determined to beat this, and she's just been amazing the entire time. She's done things that normally, if you're not in a healthcare field, you wouldn't even think of doing. She has also managed to help Joe make it to several sports things this spring that they had been concerned that would not happen, and so he has been able to still enjoy some of the things that make things more normal.
I believe strongly that whatever the outcome, that God has it in his hands, and that our family will be okay regardless of what happens with Joe. I feel that it's a privilege to be able to be with him day in and day out. I wouldn't have anyone else taking care of him.